and to finish up this week. And so it's a great opportunity for us, be a great atmosphere. We're going to have to play extremely well. I think they're one of the top 5 most efficient teams offensively in the country. They can score from 3. They can really score inside. So it's going to be a great test to see if we can make another step defensively.
What kind of matchup situation is Garza?
A tough one. I mean, he's a good player. He's averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, shoot 55% from the field, can make a 3, go about 1 a game. Can score a lot of different ways, really skilled around the basket, can stretch out to 3s, 15, 17 feet, and put it down a little bit. We got to do a great job there, and then we got to do a great job once we make a miss to rebound the basketball, because they rebound it well as well.
Is there a way for you to contextualize the leap in role that Tyrese was faced with? I mean, you look at his usage rate was like 10 or 11 last year, and it's mid-20s now. For him not to lose any of his efficiency, just how difficult that is for a player.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's just a good player. I was looking at the stats today. He's 52 from the field, 41 from 3, 73 from the line, second in rebounding, 3 to 1 assist to turnover. I mean, he got a great spirit. He's answered the bell. I mean, we're maybe a quarter of the way through the season, but you got a long year ahead of us. We got a long year ahead of us. A lot more games to play, and but he's done a great job up to this point. He's going to have to continue to grow and get better and find different ways to be effective. We're going to have to help him in that area at times, but he plays with such a undeniable spirit and a love for the game and a love for the school that it's fun to watch, and it's fun to watch him lead. But yeah, he had to take a big step this year. I mean, he was instrumental on our team last year in the success that we had, but we lost a lot of guys, and he's done a great job of handling it all the right way.
Well, you guys didn't have any concerns that he'd be able to do it, but is there any level of surprise he's been able to be this good right off the bat with really no inconsistencies through 8, 9 games, whatever it is?
I mean, I don't know the best way to answer that. I mean, not really. I mean, he's good. He's a good player. I mean, he's good. He's skilled. He understands how to play. He communicates well with me. Whether it's during the game or in practice, I think that's really important. For your point guard to be able to come over, and you as a coach have to be able to listen too. I think that's important. But if there's things he sees, if he needs to, communicate with me, I think that helps. It helps our team because he has a great understanding, because he's out there. He's in the mix, seeing it all. But the scoring, probably, I didn't know if he'd be able to score at the level that he's scoring at right now. I knew he was going to have to, average in this kind of range. And he's done it so far. But obviously, there's going to be teams. Seton Hall's going to be as physical as we played. Iowa, I'm sure they're going to get after him. Everybody's going to get after him. But Seton Hall, with their size and length and physicality, I thought he did a good job handling that, or making the adjustments to handle that.
He's already taken more 2-point shots this year than he did last year. Is that encouraging or at all surprising? Given that was like you guys were just begging him last year to go to the basket.
Yeah, I wish he had so many open ones, but I think he was just trying to fit in. Sometimes people do that, and everybody's. If you've ever been in a situation where you're making a big change in your life, there's situations where you just try to fit in, and sometimes that's good, but sometimes it can take away a little bit of who you are. He didn't take away who he was as a person and his spirit, but maybe he tried to just fit in. So playing wise, he was trying to always make the extra pass, but it helped that team. For this team, obviously, he needs to score more. He's doing that. He's been efficient, and he's almost to the 100 assist mark. A quarter way through the season, which is great.
How do you know what rotation to use in the post?
You kind of have the way you're going to start the game. You know that, but I think from then on out, I think these guys have done a good job handling the last couple games since we've got back from the Bahamas. Is them understanding that, hey, once we go through your traditional rotation to start and how we're going, then everything from there is on the field, on how we're playing and how the other team's playing us. I think you saw that against Kansas City, a couple of different lineups, and I think you saw it against Seton Hall. And great thing about it is, you know, we got 3 guys that can all play that position. They're all so different, and so you can use them in different situations. And you know, Solomon's got a great task. You know, his physicality's got to help us against Garza on Thursday. You know, George had, you know, great length and size, and then Mike. You know, if we're trying to, you know, maybe get a spark offensively, you know, you maybe throw him at the 5. But George has been so good, and Solomon defensively is, you know, really good in those areas.
How has George taken the biggest step, maybe defensively, and without giving away the game plan? I mean, how can he help on Garza? Because, like you said, he's going to step out, and it's going to take multiple people.
Garza.
Yeah, at times maybe.
Yeah, but his bread and butter, he's scoring, you know, around the basket. I mean, he shot 23s on the year out of 160 shots, so everything's going to come 15 feet and in at the end of the day, you know, from the elbow or really in the post, you know, left block, right block, wherever it's going to be. You know, I think both those guys are going to guard him differently because of their size and their length and their strength. I think our biggest thing on guards is you just can't let him, first of all, catch it deep. He likes to catch it, and you know, Solomon's going to use strength, George's going to use length. But they both have to be there initially on before the ball's thrown in there.
How does them having, I mean, I don't think he's been fully healthy the entire season, but how does Jordan Bohannon change their team?
It changes them a lot. I mean, you know, this will be, I know that's the big talk. You know, he gets to play 10 games, it's 9.6, you know, and then you round up, and so it's 10 games. And so, you know, Bohannon is just, you know, he's I think he's a winner. He's a tough kid. He competes the right way. He gives them another guy that you really got to guard, you know, on the perimeter that can space you out, and he's their point guard. And so, you know, he's a really good player. Now, what he decides from here on out, you know, obviously going to be the best thing for him and his health going forward. But he's, you know, he brings some toughness. He brings great leadership.